We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
11, 10 through 11. Come on, go.
Here's Milton now to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is caught inside the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Yellow, 26, mega. White, red, cycle. Ready.
Bradler wants to throw it. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Niners are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Check smash. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
Hey. Cougar 19. Liking 18.
Here's Milton. And out route, he's got the connection to Walker. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
Let's go now.
At the 39-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Throwing is Rattler. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner.
Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready? Check the eagle! Check the eagle! Come on.
To throw, it's Milton.
Walker has it. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Milton.
Toward the pylon, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Saints, nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
Now Jones.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Okay.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
To the air is Rattler.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a game of 9. It brings up second and a yard.
Ready, ready. 33, yellow. Ready.
Up the middle they go. Jenkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's now third down and 3.
Rattler from the gun, third down.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Milton. Finding Walker, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. 36 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Chris Olave.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
74 yards.
And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Let's go now.
Throwing is Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Get it. Ready.
Now Milton. Now this one finds McConkey.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Come on, come on. Set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
That's caught right side by Anderson. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellows up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go, here we go. Yellow, 22. 10.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Taken in at the 22. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Tag!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Milton. And it is caught. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Anderson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Jones now on the return.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Here we go, set.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Black.
First down, New
Yellow.
Orleans.
Blue. Black ultra. Black shot. Ready.
Here's Rattler. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Red, green, jack. White, white. Red, yellow. Hut, hut.
To the air once more is Rattler. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
60 Vikings.
And they'll go on the ground. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So on 4th down, Kai Kroger on to punt for New Orleans.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Let's go now.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And able to get get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
48-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. Ooh, the juke. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 31.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Touchdown, 49ers! A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13.
60 reps. 60 reps. Hut, hut.
From the shotgun, Rattler.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now Rattler.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
70 Lions. Hey. 60 Vikes.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you just have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
On the ready. Here we go. Check, huh?
Looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Ready. 62 blue. Blue striker. Steel black. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Niners have got it on cruise control. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. Blue 32. 43 rail. Black, red. Cluster, 6.
On play action, Rattler. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Slot man moves right.
60 red. Set.
Rattler wants to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
2nd and 6.
Ready.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here comes the Saints punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 30. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile, too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes, it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Black shot. Here we go. Here we go. Drill green. 6. Mega. Ready.
Throwing is Rattler. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. That one complete to McConkey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Reload. Let's go now.
1st and 10
Pack
at the
the
33-yard line.
Street.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Niners take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's...
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
The Niners take over.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Come on.
Here's Milton now to throw. This ball complete into the hands of Anderson across the middle.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, a touch unconventional. I don't know that you usually gain yards on 1st down by a fake field goal. But they did gain yards, I guess. I don't know what else to say.
And the beauty of it is, it just goes to 2nd down. They keep the ball. Just because they went for a fake field goal doesn't mean they turned the ball over because they didn't get a 1st down. It's now set.
And we've seen it all now. It's a fake. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop.
Ready.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Down the left sideline. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
1st down.
Get it.
1st and 10 at the
60
40-yard
Eagles.
line.
60, go.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready, break!
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Ready, ready.
They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Blaster, stay. Set, cut.
They'll go play action here with Rattler. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Oh, good move. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Ready, go.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Yellow, Lonnie. Smith, red. 597. Set.
Miller is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, Saints.
Here's Groupie for the PAT.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
70, Saints 14.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
Ricky Pearsall on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Let's go now.
To throw, it's Milton. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
70 Timberwolves.
Here's Milton.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready.
Milton.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Jones on the return.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy.
And this is caught inside the 5. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Groupie for the extra point.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
70, Saints 21.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do, go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
Gravity line. Go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Ready.
Throwing is Milton.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Now he's loose again.
And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Here's a run now with Kittle.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
On the ground in the tight end. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Okay, ready. Come on, come on. Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hut, hut.
Williams.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for San Francisco, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop to 0-2.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.